Hello world, how you doing? This is Pablo Ortiz with JesusIsPureLove.com, and today we're going to talk to you about how to read the Bible so you can have perfect understanding of it. Okay, we got a few subjects that we got to go through, and a few points that we got to put to uh, to make you understand the Bible. If you like the Bible, if you love God and you like everything else, and you're having problems to understand it, I can help you to develop your understanding to become to wisdom. Okay. First lesson, you have to find the reason you don't understand the Bible is because you don't have the right Bible. There's a lot of Bibles that you can have and understand in the language of today. Maybe you don't understand the Bible because you have an antique Bible. Uh, just about every Bible there is in the world, they're all the same. If they talk about God, I'm talking about the Holy Bible, and you need a comfortable one. I got the reason I tell you to get a comfortable one because it happened to me, and I'm trying whatever helped me. I'm trying to give to you. This program and this website is for people that have been in trouble before and you want to fix your life. So you're in the right place here. Today we're gonna teach you how to read the Bible. Okay. First thing you do is find a comfortable Bible. There's a lot of Bibles that you can have. There's the Holy Bible, 1960 King James Version. There's also the American Bible. There's quite a few. I read Dios Habla Hoy. It's a Spanish one, but it's developed in the language of today. They have it in English too. You should try it, and it helps you. There's a lot of words, and the reason, yeah, there's a lot of words that you don't understand because it's an antique. You don't understand a word, then you miss the whole thing, everything else. So get on the New American Bible. It's a good one. And if you got a good heart and good understanding, little by little, you get there. Get that Bible first, and if you go to a certain church, then you get the regular Bible that everybody uses in church. But if you're at home, then you read the Bible. We have to remember something. The pastor can teach you so much, but it's up to you if you want to develop your wisdom and your understanding on the Bible. It's like a math teacher, a math teacher in school. They can teach you all the math and everything, but if you don't go home and practice it, what good is going to be? They can take you to a certain level, but if you don't do it, what's going to happen? The same thing with science and social studies and everything else. You have to, just like a sport, you got to try it, or construction and work, you have to do it yourself to understand. Okay, so the same thing with the Bible. You have to read it at home. So the best thing you can do, read a comfortable Bible. Once you have that comfortable Bible, then you start reading. The reason I say that, because one day I was when I Jesus came to my life, I was craving for the Bible to start reading. So I ordered a Bible. I'm not no, first I asked a friend for a Bible, and and I was reading the Holy Bible, King James, since 1960, King James version, and I started reading. I couldn't understand nothing of it. I was like, wow, I used to understand these things, but now I can't. So I ordered a Bible myself, and it was 1960 King James, and for some reason I have the New American Bible. I was like, wow, what did I get this Bible for? So it just happened to, it just happened that way. So I started reading it, and I could understand everything it was saying. And I was, wow, I got into it. So I read, to make a long story short, I read the Bible all the way in just 3 months. And I just reading, just like, skipping and all that, just 3 months. I digged it. I put my heart into it, and I learned it. And I was surprised. One thing that you to understand the Bible is you got to read the chapters. And if you're reading right, and then after if you're thinking of something else, so that happens once in a while, and then you don't understand what you read a few verses on top, then you have to read the whole thing again. You cannot be lazy. The reason people don't understand it because they're lazy. They don't understand, or they forgot what they read. So if you read it lazy, if you read the Bible lazy, the lazy way, it won't stick to you. So you have to read. That's why you got to start with one chapter a day. Okay, just read one chapter a day, and just read. And if you don't understand it, read it again. If you don't understand that part, then go to another, go to number two or number three, or whatever is that you're reading. But read and dig it, and understand what it's saying. Eventually you are programmed to your body is programmed to understand. Eventually you will understand what you're reading or what you're doing, whatever you're doing. You will understand it. We're humans. That's the way God made us, and we are unique. So start reading, and if you start thinking about something else, one of your problems, and then you wake up again, and you're reading, you don't know what you read it again. Start reading one chapter a day, okay? But before you start reading, you have to have intimidation with the Almighty or the higher power or whatever you want to call. I call it God, Jehovah, El Shaddai, whatever you want to call him is God, and you just pray for wisdom, for guidance, Then after you read and you have the intimidation, and then your understanding is way different, and that's when you start reading, understanding it differently. That's why a lot of people misunderstand the Bible, because when they read, they don't pray, they don't ask for guidance or nothing else, and they just looked at it and they take it the wrong way, or they lose interest, or they don't understand it. So that's one of the first things you have to do. Okay, get a comfortable Bible, find intimidation. That means pray, and then start reading one verse a day. Okay, if after a week pass, you starting one verse a day, so you should be going by for the fifth chapter. If you read one verse a day on the week. So after that, then start jumping to 3 chapters a day. Just read, you understand? And read it not lazy, the right way. That's the best way to read it. And wisdom is gonna find you. You're gonna be reading and you're like, whoa, you're gonna be understanding what really the Bible's talking about. Sometimes you get lost, yeah, and sometimes you got a lot of questions. One thing you can do, just start asking questions to everybody. Go to the pastor, go to your wife, or if you don't have a wife, a mother, or somebody that's more mature and been in the church for the a longer time. And just keep not just one person, just keep asking different persons to see what they give you. Plus, you got your own answer, they got their answers, and you put things together. You're gonna find out a lot of people are confused. You're gonna find out a lot of people don't know what they're talking about, but you're gonna find out a lot of people they do know what they're talking about. That's the reason I tell you keep asking different questions. Okay, there's nothing wrong when you learn when you're starting and you ask questions because you don't know, you want answers. So that's the best way. But the best way to get your answers is keep reading the Bible. If you're in Genesis and you read and you got a question about Abel, Cain, or Abraham or Noah or or Jacob or Israel or anything, your answer is gonna be by Matthew or maybe Corinthians, on the other side.